Hi everybody, happy Friday. This is Ann Adams and my husband Clay Adams. We're here at Sunshine Acres today to do an experiment we've been wanting to do for a while. We want to demonstrate that the human body has an electromagnetic field. The electromagnetic field extends around the top of you. It goes underneath your feet into the ground and to the sides. And so this electromagnetic field is part of your aura. It is the part that protects you. It is generated from your heart energetics. So one of the funny things that happens is most people think that this is what we are. They just think that they're this body, this physical body. But this is what we really are. We're a light body that's comprised of many different chakras, and also the central spinal column, the Sushumna. And it's the spinning of these wheels activated with the breath and the energetics of the navel point that create this toroidal field that exists around us. It's called the aura. So this is what we think we are, but this is what we really are. We're really the light body. We are an extension of all kinds of beautiful electromagnetics. If you think about what we are with the electromagnetic field being an egg shape, the Earth also has one. It has an electromagnetic field called the magnetosphere. And this magnetosphere protects us and every living thing on this planet from getting pulverized by the solar wind and by all of the radiation that comes from space. So, the heart energetics create a dual toroidal field. So we have the true heart, we also have the high heart that's called the thymus. One of the things we want to do is get more into the heart center and less up here in the brain. This little thing will tell you the heart is about 100,000 times stronger electrically and up to 5,000 times stronger magnetically than the brain. Unfortunately, most of us spend our time up here in our head instead of here in our heart. We have to be able to balance the head and the heart. So I'm going to demonstrate for you today the electromagnetic field. I'm just going to sit here and breathe normally, and my husband's going to use dowsing rods to detect where my field is. Okay, so let's go ahead and start, Clay.
Okay. I'm about to melt. What I'd like first to show is that if I bring the rods sideways to the body, the rod closest to the body is pushed away by the electromagnetic field. So that's the left side. I'll go on the right side, same kind of thing. See the right side rod moves, but the other one doesn't.
One of the things I also want to point out, I don't have anything metal on my body at all. Nothing. And I'm definitely covering my head to protect my magnetic field in the crown. Okay, so I'm sitting still.
So now when we're wanting to measure the boundary of the electromagnetic field, we want to point the rods directly at the body, and it could be from the front or the back, but to make this video we're going to come from the back. And as I get close to the body, you see the rods start to cross. So I'm at about they're crossing over at about 2 foot away from the body right now, with just at rest. And so now I'm going to back out until the rods aren't crossed anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, the next phase that we're going to do is we're going to create a circuit in the human body. And this is called Gyan Mudra. We're going to take the index finger and the thumb and put them together. And this is going to complete the circuit of the electromagnetic field in the body. I'm going to sit quietly, breathe deeply, holding Gyan Mudra.
Well, the rods are already starting to cross, and so they've crossed out here at about 5 feet, I guess.
Okay, so we've already gotten an increase of a few feet just by doing Gyan Mudra and breathing normally. All right? The next phase that we're going to do, I'm going to close the eyes and focus at the third eye, and I'm going to begin pumping the navel point. The pumping the navel point is called breath of fire. This is a very active breath. Think of it as plugging yourself into the universe. When you're using your breath, you are activating the electromagnetic field and amping it up. So here we go.
All right, got the rods crossing. And I'm going to back up slowly, try to find the edge. Starting to uncross at about first marker, which is, well, that's actually 5 feet, 5, 6 feet right there.
Okay, so we just did breath of fire, completing the circuit with Gyan Mudra, eyes focused at the brow point. The next thing that we're going to do is called the ego eradicator. And this is what we do with our hands when we're doing the breath of fire. It is a particular mudra that happens. It's going to be, the 4 fingers are going to be on this little fleshy pad right here. And the thumbs are going to be straight up. Arms are going to be at 60 degrees. And I'm going to begin breath of fire.
Alright, so the rods crossed. Backing up. Still crossed. 9 feet. 10 feet. Trying to wiggle the rods to make them find their center. The rods are starting to come out at about 12 feet.
Okay, so just doing that little navel point exercise with the ego eradicator and the position of the mudra and holding the arms at 60 degrees, we've gone from 2 feet to 12 feet detecting the electromagnetic field of my body. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this silk scarf, take my hat off, I'm going to wrap my head with the silk, and I'm going to put my hat back on, and we're going to go again.
Alright, the rod's crossed, backing up. Gotcha. Starting to come out about 15.
So with the addition of silk on top of my head, I've just added, we've gotten out to 15 feet this time. Now I'm going to ask my friend Casey to bring the ankh to me. This is an ankh that a good friend of mine, Ankara, made for me using stones that are for grounding. This is an amplifier of energy. So I'm going to put the ankh here where my navel point is, and I'm going to do this experiment again. And here we go.
Rods crossed.
Okay, so with the addition of the ankh and the silk scarf and the head covering, we've gone from 2 feet to 22 feet for my magnetic field. And the dowsing rods don't lie, because they pick up the flux in energy where it detects it. So my point here is, each person has this beautiful electromagnetic field that generates around them. It's a toroidal vortex, pretty much like the Earth has for its magnetosphere. And we can cultivate this electromagnetic field through practice. We can grow it energetically. Think of it as plugging yourself back into the universe, using your heart energetics and using your navel point and your breath. It's breathing consciously. It's knowing how to hold yourself and how to ground your energy. Every time you walk barefoot on this earth, you're picking up energy from Mother Earth herself and infusing that into this body. There is a connection between the two of us. We are both living, breathing, existing beings. The earth is not just an unconscious hunk of dirt for people to mess with and mess up. It is a part of us as much as we are a part of it. So I hope today that we have demonstrated for you techniques that you can practice at home for growing and extending your aura, your electromagnetic field. Remember, your electromagnetic field and your aura is tied to your immune system. And if you can really practice amping up your electromagnetic field, your immune system will definitely ramp up too. I hope you've had a really good day today watching this video. If you like it, please make sure to hit like, and thank you so much for tuning in. Sat Nam.